What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unearthly Duo. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
Today we're talking about Men in Black International. So I don't think we should do a spoiler-free part because I'm kind of sick of doing spoiler-free.
Oh, okay.
Do you think we should, or did it just go straight into spoilers?
I don't care. However you want to do it.
Oh, okay. What'd you think about the movie, Men in Black International? Fourth Men in Black movie in the franchise, clearly connected by a poster in the office showing Will Smith.
Yeah. It was. It was okay.
It wasn't. I was worried this was gonna be terrible, and it was not terrible.
It wasn't terrible. To me, it lacked a story.
It lacked something. The whole movie I couldn't really tell what it was.
Yeah.
So I'll try to go through the story a little bit. Then you can interrupt me here and there if you want. So basically the story is Tessa Thompson as a wee little lad. She's a little girl in her bedroom. Gets this cuddly, cute little furry animal up there. What'd they call it?
I don't remember.
Some like
tarantula.
Tarantula type
It
thing.
wasn't a tarantula.
Close to that. Her dad was actually funny when her dad gets the thing and walks out there to go get it. He gets scared. The Men in Black show up and her parents don't get her though.
Don't get her.
Oh, I think part of the problem is a lot of the main story beats are in the trailer.
Oh, for sure.
And he doesn't even feel like that while watching the trailer either, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
But so that happens, and then this is the part that got really slow to me. Is like, oh, so now she grows up and she's trying to find the Men in Black, so she's applying to jobs. She's like, I marked the box that's doesn't have boxes and stuff like that. Like that, it was supposed to be funny, but it was very slow.
It drug out, and actually, Chris Hemsworth was funny when he was on screen, but there was, I don't know, it just felt like it was missing something when he was.
Yeah, I felt like they maybe should have done like 3, because like once they got out to the desert is when it got really good for me. Because it was Chris Hemsworth, Tessa Thompson, and Camille Angelou all being funny together.
He was by far the highlight of the movie.
I wish he was just like an agent and was with them off the bat.
Yeah.
And then it would have been. I think then it would have been.
It was funny because he's a little dude and he's
like has his allegiance to her.
Yeah, and it's kind of like 2-on-1 a lot of the times. But he was by far the best part of the movie.
I think my favorite part is when they're out there and they're fixing the space bike thing.
And they wouldn't talk to each other.
And they wouldn't talk to each other. He's like, my queen, he says, asshole says this or whatever, shithead. And they keep going back and forth, and he would like add extra things there. I was wondering like how much of that is improv or how much was written. Because like there's parts where he said a bunch of stuff and Chris Hemsworth was like, that's not what she said. He's like, well, she was thinking it.
Yeah.
But so I liked that. And I think once it got to the desert, it became a good movie. But that was probably like an hour in.
Yeah, I remember looking down at my watch and was like, wow, an hour has gone by and nothing has happened.
Yeah, really. But and like so that happens, and then she gets sent to London, which I thought this was kind of fucked up. She gets sent to London by Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
And apparently Emma Thompson knew that Liam Neeson was a bad guy. And I was like, like I get you're teaching her a lesson, but he was gonna destroy planets.
Yeah, but that's what they did in the first one.
The Neeson was the bad guy?
Well, no, but they knew like Will Smith like wasn't ready for it, and they just had to make him.
Well, but they sent him with a good agent. This is different. They knew someone in charge of agents was bad, and she's like, "Oh, she'll go stop him." But maybe they would have swooped in later on. But it seemed like, oh, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like what they do. That is part of the problem too, is that they have this whole universe with agents and like aliens kind of mingling together and having like these secret things, and it was cool, but it was just I feel like it wasn't enough.
Oh, I thought they did too much in this.
Maybe it was too.
I thought it was too much to where it didn't seem like it was a secret anymore. And I know they had those weird things where like it was kind of neat, but like they hologrammed the city to where stuff was fake. They had that nightclub and that guy was driving through and all that, and they were just like walking into the street to get to his car. Like I don't know if it was hologrammed before they hide it when he was in there or what, but I thought they did a bit much with the monsters and stuff. Like it seemed like everybody they ran into was an alien.
Yeah, that's true. I felt it's almost like you needed to see why like these people were connected, but you can't. They never showed us why they knew each other.
Yeah. So in the beginning, they fight the Hive, and they cut off right when they start shooting at it. Right there, I was like, that's a cool, interesting choice, but now I know that's coming back. Like that's the whole end of the movie is there. Mm-hmm. So there's a moment I was like, oh, it's Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
he has to be. And then it was fake him.
I was kind of hoping it wasn't him.
I was hoping it was going to be Chris Hemsworth, and he just didn't know, and then he was going to be the bad guy in the end. That's what I was hoping, because they kept saying, "Oh, he's changed," And he's like, no, I haven't. I thought it was going to be that, and then it was just his buddy.
Yeah.
They never explained why he changed other than kind of hinting that it was heartbreak.
Heartbreak, and then I think him getting neuralized is kind of like...
Maybe that changed him because he forgot. I did like that. As much as it was very, very obvious who the bad guy was, I liked that story, though, when they're getting there and like they're going up the elevator. And she kept asking him. He's like, we did it with our smart wits and our whatever their gun was called. And then he said it like 4 or 5 times. He's like, oh, I'm repeating myself, aren't I? And then Camille and Jen pops up, yeah, you're, word for word you're repeating yourself. And then they fought the guy. I thought the whole end fight was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, the last quarter of the movie was pretty good.
Yeah, I really like that.
It was too clunky getting there.
I think they could have maybe cut a little bit from the beginning, made that whole thing like a legit montage with some music and stuff of her finding Men in Black and getting to it, and getting them together. Him getting her with Chris Hemsworth faster and getting her with Camila and Johnny faster, and then it would have been really good.
The two of them and the three of them were good. It was when they weren't together that it kind of drug.
Yeah, I agree. You want to hear some reviews? What did the world think?
Sure. So
what did the world think is the part of the show where we go to Rotten Tomatoes, and I get down a couple reviews of what people thought on there. So this is from Kevin Mayer. He said, trust me, it's not for you.
Wow.
So he didn't like the movie. He gave it a 1 out of 5 rating. Manola, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Nearly everything here reminds you of something else, often better, cleverer, and funnier. I don't quite get that. There wasn't really much in this that I thought was, other than them referencing other Men in Blacks and stuff like with the red button and magazines and stuff like that. Considering the talent involved, it's shocking how much of a bore Men in Black International is. I definitely see that one, because there's definitely some boring bits, but like I said, it's just the parts that kind of like, there's kind of some lulls leading up to a place, so then once they get going, it gets good, but then there's a kind of a lull again.
Yeah, well, as funny as Chris Hemsworth was in Avengers and in Thor and in everything else he's done since that.
Vacation, Ghostbusters. He's the best thing about the Ghostbusters remake.
And I didn't even see that. As funny as he's been, I feel like I expected more out of him when he was by himself.
I thought he was really funny. I didn't think there was enough of him, though, doing stuff like that.
Like that whole scene where he fights those people and stuff, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be.
Like in the beginning when he's at the bar and the snake and all that. Yeah, that was cool, but it ended very quickly. Like too quick, I think.
Yeah.
I did think there were some neat things in the movie though, like it's in the trailer, but the part where they pull the guns off the car and all that's a neat idea. There's a lot of new things they added like that I thought was kind of cool and different, like the hologram street stuff. Like I thought they added on to the Men in Black stuff pretty cool. Like they actually changed some stuff about it.
Yeah. I wanted more though. Like I wanted, but I wanted to end the story.
Yeah, I can see that. To me, the story kind of felt like, and it makes sense because he directed Fate of the Furious, I believe, one of the past Fast and Furiouses. This reminded me of a Fast and Furious type story. Keep going place to place, chasing a thing or a person, and blah 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 blah. But like it didn't have like the cool action scenes in between to make you be like, okay, well this story's kind of lame, but it's got this cool shit and the fun like. Got Vin Diesel in it and shit like that going along, saying weird things in The Rock. Like, it didn't have that in between the lame story, to where it kind of got boring.
Yeah.
Anything that stood up to you about the movie?
I honestly thought to myself, who do I like better, Chris Hemsworth or Tessa Thompson? I couldn't really decide. And then leaving the movie, neither one of them was my favorite person in the movie, which surprised me.
Oh, I could see that.
I mean, it surprised me a lot, so it's saying a lot about how funny he was.
Camila and Johnny?
Yeah.
Oh, I did really like, which this was pretty obvious too, but like that cute cuddly creature she saw in the beginning shows up again when they go back to that girl's palace.
Yeah.
I liked that when they show up there, because me and you were both like, oh, that's the thing with the beginning, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we knew that was going to come back up. I thought it was going to be the hive, but it was there. And right as it's about to kill Chris Hemsworth, she says the thing in Valamangulas, whatever it says in the beginning. And then, he's like, what? How do you know that? And then it's like, oh, Molly?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was kind of neat. And that one chick was like, what the hell? I thought you kill anybody you want. And then like the thing that she said was, which is kind of funny, that little creature said, oh, one day I'll kill anybody in the world for you, however you want.
Yeah, like the most gruesome way possible.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. There was moments like that I was like, oh, if there's a few more moments like this, and like the end fight scene and stuff like that, this could have been a pretty cool movie.
Yeah, I think that's what made me disappointed, is that it could have been. But
because you see,
my expectations were low enough going in because of some of the stuff I'd heard that I didn't really mind it. It just, I couldn't call it a good movie.
Yeah, I agree. This is like if if you just want to go out and go to the movies and you've seen everything, then I'd say like go see this. Like that's how I'd recommend it to somebody.
It's certainly not bad. It's just not good.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't think this is nowhere near as bad as X-Men: Dark Phoenix or like.
No,
this like anything like that. Like I would highly recommend this compared to that movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't go too overboard, but yeah, it was definitely better than.
Well, I think this is a lot more enjoyable moments than that does.
Yeah, X-Men they're like the DC Marvel.
They make DC look good, kind of.
Yeah, because they like take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah, except for I don't know, it's just weird. But any last things you want to say about Men in Black International?
I did think I was like, well, we're gonna do a video on this. I almost feel like after the movie they should like neuralize us. Is that what it's called?
Oh, I was thinking that. I was like, that is such an easy joke for people to do. Like, oh, this movie is so bad, I want them to neuralize me afterwards.
Yeah.
I was actually disappointed. I didn't see any reviews of people saying that on Rotten Tomatoes. I thought there was going to be a ton of that.
Because it would just be, just make me forget it. But it wasn't bad enough.
It wasn't bad. I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed in it. But I still enjoyed myself in the theater. I tried to, like, there's times where I was thinking about, I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this part. Remember that? I was like, no, just try to enjoy the movie. Well, that's it for talking about Men in Black International. Comment down below what you thought of the movie. Please subscribe. We do videos on here every week. We go see a different movie. Past couple have been kind of shitty, so I hope there's some good movies coming out soon. We got Spider-Man in like a month.
Yeah.
If that's shitty, I might cry live on the video. I'll just sit here sobbing to a picture of Tom Holland.
I don't think it's gonna do.
No, there's no way.
Oh, that would be cool to see you do that.
Wow. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
It was okay.